Good day, gamers. What's going on? The name is AK, owner of eXtremeAzure Productions, and I am here bringing you yet another X-React video presentation. And this video is definitely going to be very interesting because a brand new game has been announced for the Nintendo NX as well as the Oculus Rift. It goes by the name of Riverside. It appears to be an indie title. And what makes this announcement so interesting, aside from the fact that it was actually announced for Nintendo NX, because what we've been getting so far is developers saying that they're interested in making games for the NX. There's been rumors of possible games coming to the system, and basically developers have also been saying that they don't know much about it. They've only given their opinions as to what they hope it would be, things of that nature, but nothing concrete. So this is one of the very few games that have actually been announced to be coming to the system, so it would be interesting to see exactly how this is going to form. But the announcement was made by the studio of Zoc Labs. That's the name of the developer. And they announced that this game, Riverside, will be coming to both the NX and the Oculus Rift. Now, it's interesting that this announcement was made right after, just a few days ago, publication DigiTimes reported that the NX, its mass production is being allegedly delayed until late 2016, early 2017, in order to add virtual reality capabilities in addition to improving its hybrid functionality. So it's really weird that right after this rumor, a few days later, now we have the announcement of Riverside, which is coming to both, like I said, NX and Oculus. Now, the fact that it's coming to the Oculus as well as the NX may suggest, possibly now, that the NX may have some form of VR capabilities, because otherwise why would the dev pick the NX in addition to a VR platform? I mean, because there's PSVR, which is coming to the PlayStation 4, so it would make more sense for the dev to announce the game for PSVR, since we actually know that the PlayStation 4 is getting its own VR headset. But like I said, with this rumor, and now with this announcement, it could suggest that DigiTimes may have been right about, at least officially right, at least about one thing from their report. Now, if this doesn't confirm it, but it does add a little bit of possible truth to it. So it's just something to think about. Now, Nintendo actually said earlier this year that they were looking at VR. Not that they were necessarily developing games for it or trying to get into it, but they were looking at it. They were considering it. Now, if they were actually considering it, then perhaps they may have very well agreed that, okay, let's do this. I guess they probably realized that, the market is getting very big. A lot of people are interested in VR. I'm still not too sure if it's going to be all that successful. I still think it may end up going the way of 3D TVs, where it's all hype now, and then a few months after it comes out, everybody just kind of forgets about it. But we'll see what happens. You never know. You never know. People thought the Wii was going to be just a wish-wash console, and it ended up selling over 100 million units worldwide. So we'll just see exactly how this thing turns out. But anyway, Nintendo did say that they were considering VR. So perhaps DigiTimes' rumor is actually true. They may have very well have gone ahead and added VR to the NX. And with the announcement of Riverside, all of that connects together. Now, if the announcement of this game does actually mean that the rumor is true, it makes you wonder exactly how much more of the rumor was true, because there were a lot of other things in that report. DigiTimes also spoke of the fact that Nintendo could potentially be delaying its mass production of the system, and if they really are, then I'm not really sure how it's going to be ready for a March release next year. Because it just announced a couple of weeks ago that the NX will officially be launching in March of 2017. So if its mass production has been delayed until the end of this year or beginning of next year, I really highly doubt that they'll be able to have the proper amount of systems ready for a March worldwide release. That's kind of insane and almost impossible, basically. So it really makes you wonder exactly how much more of DigiTimes' rumor was true. If the VR detail could potentially be true now with the announcement of Riverside and Nintendo saying that they were considering it, perhaps the NX may also very well be a hybrid like the rumor says. So that's something to think about. Following Nintendo's silence, that's just led to rumor after rumor coming up, but slowly but surely things are starting to come out into the light as time goes on. You know, more and more people are getting into the NX. Leaks and rumors are bound to happen, so it's just a really weird, mixed up time surrounding the system. I really do wish that Nintendo would have actually brought the system to E3. E3 is right there, we're looking at it, and we know the NX isn't going to be there. Probably. I mean, they could surprise us. They could make some bombshell announcement out of the blue, but they did say that they don't plan to bring it to E3 this year. So it could potentially be maybe later this summer, or maybe even in the fall, or worse, if worse comes to worse, the winter, when they actually do go ahead, take the veil off the system and actually show us what it is, what its actual name is, because this is just the code name. NX is not the actual name of the console, and actually show us what other games will officially be coming to the system, instead of just you have this random announcement here and a developer saying that they're interested in it and things of that nature. So yeah, it's a very interesting time. I keep saying that because it is, you know, it's weird, it's interesting, everything is all over the place. There's no real sense of direction right now. There's just so much stuff happening in the industry, not just with Nintendo, but with third-party developers, with the other console makers. It's an exciting time to be a gamer, basically. That's the best way I can put it. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how this turns out. But like I said, Nintendo said that they were considering VR. DigiTimes just reported that they do actually intend, Nintendo does actually intend to add VR to the system, and now Riverside has been announced to come to both NX and Oculus, which may suggest that NX may have virtual reality capabilities after all, so we'll just have to wait and see. You know, it's exciting, but still annoying not to know for sure that this is exactly what's happening. Instead of having to play the guessing game all the time, it would be really nice to actually have some concrete details, but we're just going to have to wait. Nintendo will be Nintendo. They will act when they feel like it, whenever that is. Going by their track record, it'll be at the most unexpected time possible. So we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, that brings an end to this video. What do you think about this situation? Leave your comments down below. Until next time, have a great one, and I'll catch you in the next video.